Hello YouTube and welcome back to what is now UCC season number 11. 11 seasons of UCC, and this season we are fresh, brand new, because we now have 20 coaches. Is it 20 coaches? I think it's 20 coaches. I should know. I mean, I'm one of the head honchos around here, but UCC now has 20 coaches in it. It is now bigger than it ever was before, and we are back. We are back for season 11, and we have it's brand new for us because we have done a complete new brand. Because as you can see on the screen right about now, we have rebranded as the Bunch of Cabbages because our last nickname was the Devious Dittos, but I'm the Devious Ditto, so that wasn't very creative. But you know, we're back with a bunch of cabbages because Brady Bunch reference. And as you can see by the beautiful, beautiful logo, which I created myself. I don't know why I plugged that, but you know, I made it myself. But it's got not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 Pokemon, which all are do with me. And all of them include cabbages in some way in description. Because obviously Rotom Frost, top left hand corner, he's got cabbage in the fridge. He's my boy from ABC season 1. So he's my boy. Toad is on some pile of cabbages. He was my old mascot before Ditto came along. Top right, Cabbage Tangler, because damn, Daniel, back out again with my first ever starter on the channel. We've got Mega Abomasto, which due to college days, we nicknamed Cabbages. My nickname. If you don't watch my Nuzlocks, you should know. My nickname is Cabbages. That's why. Go, probably my favourite mon from Gen 6, which I used the most in college. Broxish Fish. I've just loved using Broxish Fish. I've used it in LTC. I've got it in ABC now. I've used it in UCC. I've used it in a lot of leagues now. It's one of my top killers in league, so your boy's here. Ambipom is my boy George. Is always got to be there. And Ditto is disguised as the cabbage in the bottom right hand corner. So that is my new logo for all future leagues I'm part of. Is going to be the Punch of Cabbages for now. So that's always good. Now, the UCC season 11 draft was done a long time ago. I think it was about 2 weeks ago it finished, something like that. But week 1 starts next week. Well, technically it starts this week. Breaking the fourth wall there. But my week 1 battle against the scary fluffy things Berry is tomorrow as I'm recording this. So hopefully, not shortly after this goes up, the UCC battle should be up on the channel. So if you're not subscribed already and want some UCC content, definitely go watch that. And also, I don't know in theory for when this is going up that the UCC power rankings on the UCC channel will be up, but they'll also be up. So definitely, I'll leave a link to that in the description, because me and a very special guest are going to do the power rankings. Because, you know, they need to be done. So yeah, so the draft began. I think I was in the middle. No, I wasn't. I was in the bottom. I was like 14th position or 16th, something like that, in the draft. So it went all the way down, like all the mons, you know, like the sellers, like all the broken mons went first, like the Landresses and blah 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 blah. Gets to me, and if you guys know me personally in draft, you know I pick 2 mons which do very well for me, and then build a team around those, because as of right now, my top 2 are Ambipom and Bucephalon, but I'm using those in ABC, and I don't like teams to cross over with mons, technically, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So my next 2 strongest mons were my first mon I've drafted, which was Mega Sharpedo. Baby shark, baby. No. If copyright thing wasn't an issue, every time Mega Sharpedo was on the field, that song would play. All you guys would hate me, and I would love it. But anyway, Mega Sharpedo is here because we used it in GPC when we were in that. I can't remember when that was now. At least 6 months ago or something in GPC. And Mega Sharpedo put in their finest of work. And in GPC, we couldn't turn 1 Protect to get the speed boost. But in UCC, we can. So hopefully Mega Sharpedo will do even better than it did before. Now, Mega Sharpedo is quite good. Obviously with the +1 speed boost for 140 attack with Strong Jaw, it is doing the work. because it gets a lot of fang moves to boost it by Strong Claw, like Crunch. I think it gets what other fangs moves does it get? Ice Fang, Poison Fang, Super Fang, Psychic Fangs, and Crunch. Didn't know it got Psychic Fangs, so that's news to me. So it gets obviously Waterfall, Liquidation, which is better than Waterfall now. Poison Jab, Psychic Fangs, obviously Super Fang, Waterfalls, then Headbutt, blah 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 blah. So Mega Sharpedo is pretty much a late game wall breaker, because once it's +1, you can just spam water or spam dark type moves, stab moves, and most things will die. So hopefully, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark, do 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 do, Baby Shark can pick up some kills and help us pick up some of these this season, because the goal for last season was to beat our previous season when we finished 5th. Last season we finished best of the losers in 9th place, I do believe. So this season, fingers crossed, we can get top half. I want top 10, people. I want top 10. So if we can do that, that'd be super. If we don't, then we don't. But I highly recommend that this team does. Also, this team is very special. If you guys can work it out for the end of the video, hats off to you. But anyway, next up, we've got our boy. Our boy is back. He's on the logo. We have Frozone, our Rotom Frost. Our boy who got top 10 MVP in ABC. Bearing in mind it was a tier 5 pick. It was the best tier 5. It was my mon. Let's show the UCC how good Frozone is, because everyone told me off for drafting Frozone round 2, but in my head, the only mons I wanted were Mega Sharpedo and Rotom Frost. By this point stage, I had no idea what I wanted. No idea, so let's just get them first. Worry about the rest of the team later. So, Rotom Frost is here. Obviously, same stats as all the other Rotoms besides the normal form. So it's got good special attack, good special defenses. 86 speeds, not that terrible. We can obviously slap a Scarf on it to make it a little bit faster. We want weakness files, we run it before, we run its choice spec, we can run it ICMZ, because obviously the only ice move it gets is either Blizzard or HP Ice. And Blizzard, knowing my luck, always misses. So the ICMZ on Rotom Frost is a good call. It's a freaking good call. It gets Defog as well, but it is weak to rocks, so probably won't be bringing it that often. Obviously, it gets the main moves of Discharge, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, you know, Trick. We can Will-O-Wisp, we can be a bulky set. We can Thunder Wave, want to be a bulky set. We can do Screens if you want to on Rotom Frost. Rotom Frost is very versatile, in pretty much the same as all the other Rotom Frost, all the Rotom forms are, but just the typing and the moves and the change of stab it gets. So hopefully Frozone can put in the work and find my goddamn super suit, and hopefully come in clutch and help us be the one we need, our powerful ice type we need to pick up some W's this season. Now, next up, we have Deoxys Speed, because way back, there was some votes to add some Ubers to tier 1 in the UCC. Now, there was the likes of Deoxys Defense, Deoxys Speed, Mega Kanga, Mega Marwa, and all these mons thrown about. Now, it got down to my 3rd pick, so it went down 20 picks, 40 picks, 50 or 60 odd picks in, I want to say, and Deoxys Speed was still there. I was thinking, hang on, either this is a steal mon, or people realise that this mon is terrible. But hey, it's Deoxys Speed. It's got 180 speed, which is freaking ridiculous, because most things scarfed still don't outspeed this, unless it's like over base 120 or something. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But Deoxys Speed is here with pressure. It's obviously got base 95s, 90s across the board, so you can run special, physical. It can't be bulky because it's got 50 HP, but Doodle Arms is mainly here to either run quick hazards or quick setup and kill late game. Now, I've been playing around with Deoxys Speed in some practice battles, and I've brought Nasty Plot set, which puts in the work. I've brought Hazard set, which puts in the work. So hopefully, because it gets like loads of different moves. It gets ice, it gets normal, it gets fighting, it gets Carmine Cell, it gets energy ball, it gets extreme speed, it gets fire punch, it gets flash cannon, focus mist, grass knot, ice beam, ice punch, knockoff, screens, meteor mash, nasty plot, poison jab, power punch, psychic, psycho boost, signature move, Psyshock, Pursuit, Recover, Reflect, Rest, Rock Slide, Seismic Toss, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, Sleep Talk, Spike, Stealth Rock, Stomping Tantrum, Substitute, Superpower, Taunt, Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch, Thunder Wave, Toxic, Trick, Send Headbutt. And it gets all these goddamn moves. It gets loads of moves. Freaking loads of moves. So hopefully we can play around Noodle Arms and we can bring different sets every week, firing out. Boosh. This week we're physical, special, hazards, screens, God knows, everything else. Hopefully, Noodle Arms can put in the work and be the very best. And we can get it banned again. If it gets banned again, we're doing something right with it. We're doing something right with it. Next up, we have our boy Salazzle, a gal Salazzle, who we have used in UCC before. I can't remember what season it was. It was either 9 or 8 we used Salazzle. And it did put in quite a bit of work, if I remember, because it's quite speedy, good special attack, but besides that, it's not that great. But corrosion can come in useful if we're up against like the likes of, I'll say Ferrothorn and just flame throw them. But if we can toxic a Celesteela or a Skarmory or a Ferrothorn, I am a happy man. I'm a very happy man. So if we're up against a Celesteela or a bulky steel type, we can toxic it. We're in business, boys. We are in business. Now, H2SO4, good nickname, solid nickname by me. If you get it, shout out to you. But it doesn't get that much coverage, if I'm being honest. It gets fire, dragon, poison. And that's about it, if I'm being honest, and hidden powers. It gets more moves physical-wise, but its physical attack is 64. So there's no point in running that unless it's like really, really useful. Could get like acrobatics, fake out can be useful, gunk shot, knock off, leech life, you know, all these moves, poison jab. But it's pretty much going to be a fast fire flame throwing machine or poison type machine against those fairies. And if needs be, it can be a somewhat bulkier set. I mean, it's got 68 HP, 60 defenses. It can't be that bulky. But if we can run a speedy toxic on it against some mons, that'd be absolutely great. To whittle down all those freaking pesky mons, we can put in the work with H2SO4. Now, next up, we've got our boy Origami, our Kartana, who we have used also once again way back when in UCC. I think it was the same season we ran H2SO4 because I think the first season or whatnot of when Gen 7 first came out, I built a team which was just pure Sun and Moon Mons, I do believe, with a few other ones because snipes and whatnot. But hey ho, Origami's here once again. It can be run bulky with defense stats. Just don't keep it on against the fire type. It can be run Scarf, it can run Z move and whatnot. It can be run, I mean, we could run it choice banded, but why would you run it choice banded with 181 attack anyway? So it gets decent coverage of moves. It gets knockoff, brick break, leaf blade, night slash, psycho cut, sacred sword, X scissor, whatnot. It gets tailwind as well. So if we want to be a speedy team, even though most of our mons are quite speedy, we can work with that. It gets synthesis if we want to. It gets toxic. I mean, it gets defog, so it can be runs our defogger. It becomes smart strike for steel stab. I think that's its only steel stab it gets. Is smart strike. That is correct. From HP steel obviously, but it has no like special attack. So yeah, Origami's here to be also a late game sweeper hopefully. Can be run bulky defog if we really need to, and he doesn't have a powerful fire type. We can do that, but most likely going to be a physical threat, kill things, and then sweep late game with beast boost. And yeah, Origami is here to do that job. Next up we have El Japitos, our Holucha, who is never used Holucha before. I think besides, I haven't used Noodle Arms before because most drafts has been banned, but Holucha I've never used before whatsoever. So I'm looking forward to using Holucha because it's got decent speed, decent attack, obviously gets acrobatics The usual threat is Unburdened Seed in doubles anyway. Oh, you got Electric Terrain up? Let me Electric Seed. Oh, you've got Grassy Terrain, Grassy Seed, and so on and so on and so forth. So if any of my opponents have a Tapu, we can bring the seed for that. If not, we're going to have to bring like Sash or Citrus Berry or something like that to get the Unburden off, and then prepare to outspeed pretty much most things on their team and click High Jump Kick unless it's a Ghost type, where you just click Acrobatics or Knock Off. This thing also gets Defog, but it's not weak to rocks because it's neutral, because it's also a fighting type. So you can get Fire Punch, Focus Punch, High Jump Kick, Iron Head, Low Kick, Poison Jab, Power Punch, Rock Slide, Roost. You can also do Power Herb Sky Attack to get the Unburden boost off. It gets Substitute as well, Tailwind, Toxic, so on and so on and so forth. It also gets, what's the move called again? Flying Press. Combines flying in its type effectiveness. So Flying Press is both a fighting type move and a flying type move. So if so there's a mon which so let's say a team has 2 mons left. One's weak to flying, one weak to flying. We can just click Flying Press and they're both super effective on either of them, whichever one you want to switch in. So Flying Press may come in handy. I mean, it's base 100 and it's not used that often. But the only other move it gets better than that is High Jump Kick, which can miss. And Superpower, which loses your attack and defense. So Flying Press isn't that bad of a move to run, unless, because knowing me, I'd lose a High Jump Kick and lose all my health and bye bye. But Flying Press could come in useful in some matchups, depending on the mons and whatnot. So don't put it past me for bringing Flying Press over High Jump Kick or Superpower or anything on El Chapitos. But if we need to, El Chapitos is going to come and put in the work and hopefully pick us up some of these for UCC season number 11. Next up, we've got our boy Patrick is back. Patrick Alstami, who we have used in... was it in UCC? Or was it in ABC? I lose track of these days, but we've definitely used Patrick before. It's put in the work. It gets obviously Natural Cure Analytic, Speedy Default, Speedy Rapid Spinner, always good. Can be run quite specially if we want. We could be Slow Analytic because as you probably can tell by the team so far, it is quite the speedy mother trucker, because the slowest mon so far is Rotom Frost at base 86. Now, all the other mons, all the other mons are above 100 speed. So, unless you're bringing Scarf, or unless you're bringing a Trick Room team, we are going to outspeed you and do a lot of damage to your team. So, need to be wary of Trick Room. So, I do believe some of these mons get Trick Room. I know Deoxys gets Trick Room. I think some of the other mons further down the line get Trick Room as well. Does Patrick get Trick Room? It does, so we can counter Trick Room with that. We can play around with Trick Room if we want to. But yeah, so that's just, I've just let all my competitors know I'm very weak to Trick Room. But if they can see my team, they can probably work that out anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But anyway, so Starmie can be run. The preference is to get Dazzling Gleam, Flash Cannon, Grass Knot, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Power Gem, Psychic, Psyshock, Reflex. It can run Scald, Signal Beam, Surf, Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Tri Attack, Trick, blah blah blah. Gets Cosmic Power if we want to run a really bulky set if we really wanted to. But I don't really see me doing that. It's probably going to be Fast Rapid Spin, bulky, or Slow Trick Room, Counteract, Other Trick Room, bulky, or Fast, Scarfed, or Choice Specs, Spam, Scald, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, whatnot. So yeah, that's Patrick's job, to be mainly our spinner, mainly our counter Trick Roomer, because I think he's probably the best one we have that can counter Trick Room. I think Hermione does as well, but we'll get to Hermione on in a bit. But next up, we've got Cotton Bud, our prankster Whimsicott, also a mon I have not used ever in draft. So hopefully we can play around with Prankster or Chlorophyll if they've got like a Sun team. I don't think anyone has a Sun team or anyone that gets Drought. I know his team got Torkoal on it, so we could, if we play that, we could bring Chlorophyll Whimsicott, but I don't think we'll ever do that because it's mainly here for Prankster. Prankster Defog is great. Prankster Leech Seed is great. Prankster Screens would be great. Prankster Rest is great. Prankster Tailwind, Prankster Toxic, Prankster Substitute and whatnot would be absolutely fantastic. If we need to, we can run Dazzling Gleam or Engine Ball to do some damage if we need to, or Giga Drain. It gets Hurricane. Why does Cotton Bud get a Hurricane? Well, it gets Hurricane, so we can use that if we really want to. It gets Shadow Ball. It gets obviously Switcheroo. Prankster Switcheroo could be interesting. Dream Eater we probably won't use. Does it get Sleep Powder? Does it not get Sleep Powder? Does it not get Sleep Powder? Is that... It does not get Sleep Powder. It does get Grass Whistle, which I'll never bring because it doesn't, you know, worthy of that. But this can also run Trick Room, so that could also come in useful. Prankster Trick Room to counter out Trick Room would be absolutely fan-dabby-doorsy. So we have 2 mons now which can counter out Trick Room, so that's always useful. If this thing got Sleep Powder or whatnot, it would be absolutely amazing. But Prankster Sleep Powder would be freaking insane. But hey ho, we can still work with this. So Cotton Bud is here to hopefully be the Prankster mon that we need to bring some utility to the squad. Now, next up we've got Miss Magius. Hermione are Miss Magius, which is can be specially bulky, mainly special attacking threat. Gets likes of Carmine, Dark Pulse, Dazzling Gleam, Destiny Bond. We can run Heal Bell, we can run Cleric if we really want to, Nasty Plot set. We can run Perish Song if we really want to be that guy. Gets Thunderbolt, Toxic, Trick, Will-O-Wisp. So pretty much bog standard Ghost. Also gets Trick Room as well. I love my Ghost types, as you probably could work out from last season of the UCC, where I had like 4 of them, but this time I've only got 1. So yeah. So Hermione can be here to be a special attacking threat. Can be run specially bulky if we really need to, because 60 base HP, 105 special defense. We can make it live a couple probably of special hits and deal some damage back if we really need to. So hopefully Hermione can be the Ghost type that I love to use so much, and can join the likes of Blacephalon and Mimikyu and Rotom from last season and be one of the best Ghost types I've used in draft. Next up, we got Rasta, our Alolan Dug Trio. We got Rasta, our Alolan Dug Trio, which has Sandveil, Tangling Hair, and Sandvoice. You can be... it doesn't get Arena Trap, no. So it's not as good as Dug Trio, but it is good typing. It is... I don't know why I'm doing this accent, but Rasta is not really... I think it's a Spanish accent. It is, but I don't know why. It can run Final Gambits. It can run Earthquake. It can run Head. It can run Pursuit Trap, even though it's not a Pursuit Trap, because it outspeeds. But Sucker Punch, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge. I don't know where his voice is going. It's going really deeper, and I don't know why. We'll gloss over that. But anyway, what did do the Rasta? No, giving up. Trying to do a Rastafarian accent, but it's not going to work. Not going to do it. They're trying to do a Jamaican accent, but it's not working. So, Earthquake, Ironhead, and whatnot can be run Substitute and Tox and Sucker Punch. It can also be Pursuit and whatnot. It's not got a very good versatile range, but it's quite fast. Good, can be a Stealth Rocker, because I think besides Deoxys, this is our only Stealth Rocker. But Rasta can put in the work, especially if they have a Sand team. We can run Sandveil or Sandforce, and Tangling Hair is probably the most likely ability I'm going to bring, because it is slow down demons. So if there's a very fast team on the other opponent team, we can slow it down with Rasta, our Alolan Dug Trio. That was... I do apologise for that accent. I really do. I don't know what accent that was. It sounded like Spanish to me, but if it's a good accent, I'll add it to the Nuzlocke for one of the characters. Oh my god, I'm going to hell. Anyway, next up we've got Posh Paws, our Chinchino. It's got Technician and Skill Link. Pretty much same as Ambipom, Technician, Skill Link. Same as Ambipom. Got decent speed. It's got slightly less attack than Ambipom, but hey, it gets more use out of Skill Link than Ambipom does, because it gets Bullet Seed and Rock Slide. Bullet Seed, Rock Slide, Rock Blast. So it gets Bullet Seed, Rock Blast. It gets Tail Slap as well for to make boost of the Skill Link boost. It gets Technician as well, so the likes of well, Hidden Power if you really need to, because 65 base power, it could still kill something if it's quite effective with Technician boosted. It gets the likes of Toxic U-Turn. So yeah, pretty much it's mainly going to be Speedy Bullet Seeder, Speedy Rock Blaster, or Speedy Technician user, as most of this team is going to be. Speedy Gonzalez. It also gets knockoff as well, gets screens, gets, you know, as you do, bulk standard Posh Paws, can probably run Life Orb, or want to be that guy, run King's Rock Skill Link to get some flinches on the go. Because we want to be that guy, because we're going to be that guy. But hey, Posh Paws is here, and Posh Paws is going to be here. And last but not least, we've got our boy, we have our gal, we have Lassie, our Lycanroc Dusk, who we used as our mystery gift. Most of you did it on the channel, where we got Lycanroc Dusk, from our Ultra Sun playthrough on the channel. So if you want to see me play through Ultra Sun, go back and check that out, because it was a good Let's Play. It was a very good Let's Play. But yeah. Most of my videos are from that series, so you definitely go check it out. Definitely. But anyway, Lassie's here with Tough Claws. Obviously gets its signature Z move, Lycanium Z, splintered Storm Shards, or whatever it's called, something like that. It's something like that. But yeah, good Z move. It gets Tough Claws as well, so likes of a Cell Rock, Drill Run, Fire Fang, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and whatnot. Gets boosted, Tough Claws boosted, which is very, very good. Speedy could be also run semi-bulky, not bulky, semi-bulky. And also run Sucker Punch, Sword Stance set, Rock Polish set, whatnot. Gets a couple of moves, Z Happy Hour, gets a +1 every stat. Because, you know, that's the way we like to play these games if we need to. So, yeah. So, Lassie's going to be fantastic for us. Hopefully, pick up some kills, make us pick up some of these this season, and go on and try and get top 10. Try to finish my best position I've ever had, which I think is 4th place. I think 4th place is my best ever finish. So, hopefully, this season's the year. Even though my team is very one-dimensional, with everything is speedy as frick. Everything is speedy as frick. Everything is don't really have much bulk on my team, if I'm being honest. I have some potential bulk in Miss Magius, Starmie. Well, not Starmie. Miss Magius and Kartana. And Rotom. That's about it. And when Rotom Frost is one of your Pokemon, you know bulk is not an issue going to be an issue for you, but hey ho, that is our team for UCC season number 11. If you guys are looking forward to UCC season 11 and you're looking forward to watching all the battles that are going to happen in UCC, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already down below, leave comments on what on your thoughts on my team, and yeah, I'll see you guys in week 1 when we're up against the scary fluffy thingies, coached by my boy Barry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.